Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Today I'm on a little bit of an unexpected ride. I'm on the Honda NC750X, and I'm on my way to Western Honda in Scottsdale to have my bike serviced. Now, a couple weeks ago, I was over at Western Honda to have my first 600-mile service done, and they did a great job. But unfortunately, today I'm going over there to have a recall repair completed on my bike. For those of you interested, this is a 2021 Honda NC750XD, which is the DCT model. And it appears that only the DCT is currently involved in this recall. So if you have this bike or are thinking about getting this bike, you might want to check into that. Run your VIN number on the Honda website or whatever local, highway/recall agency is in your region, and you should be able to find out if your bike is affected. So I actually found out about this recall from somebody that watches the channel, and they asked me if I had heard about the recall. I did some research and found out that my bike was affected, so really appreciate that. The other cool thing is that I had my 600-mile service done over here at Western Honda in Scottsdale, and I'm not affiliated with this location at all in any way. I just thought that they serviced my bike really well. They were awesome to me, and I'd like to recommend them, at least with my current experience. They did a great job, so I gave them a shout out in one of my videos, and the person that actually told me about this repair went and had their bike serviced over here. Yeah, it doesn't stutter as much when it's warmed up, but it still does it. So I'd like to give a shout out to Wheels Not Heels for giving me the heads up on this recall on the NC750X. Apparently this happened, it was announced in the middle of November 2021. So, I had not heard about it until my subscriber actually gave me a heads up. So thanks again. So before I get started, I just want to show you what this sounds like starting up cold. So there's not any play in the throttle, but when you open the throttle up just a little bit, it always seems like it stutters. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. So what happens then is, if you're at a light or something and you just give it like a little bit of throttle, it could potentially stall. And I've actually had that happen to me once. I'll put all the details in the description as far as the recall number and some links, some common links to go to see if your vehicle's affected. So the safety risk that's being addressed in this recall is as follows. It says, due to improper fuel injection control programming, fuel injection electronic control unit, the ECU of the motorcycle, equipped with 6-speed dual clutch transmission, may not provide sufficient fuel when accelerating from a stopped position or right before coming to a stop. As a result, the vehicle may potentially stall increasing the risk of crash or injury. So I've actually had this happen to me once, and I kind of attributed it to like a bad tank of gas. I filled up at this really sketchy gas station, and you know, then like the day after is when I stalled out when coming to a traffic light. And I stopped at the light, and then when the light turned green, I gave it, you know, a little bit of throttle, and then the bike just stalled out. So luckily I didn't have anybody behind me at the time, but I could see how that could potentially be really dangerous. I'm not too sure how this fix is going to affect the fuel economy, but I'm sure it's probably going to go through a little bit more gas now, but that's not a problem. I'd rather have it run better. Let's let them finish this up, and I'll get back to you and let you know what I find out. Alright, service is done. So let's see how this thing sounds. Well, the throttle definitely seems smoother now. There doesn't seem to be that little hesitation, you know, right when you open the throttle. So the fuel injection ECU is updated. They've smoothed it out now, so the lower end throttle position, so like right when you open it up, that's where it was having the most issues. I never noticed any weird stalling or stuttering or anything, you know, with the wide open throttle or even a medium throttle. It was always the low speed stuff. I've mentioned in the previous video that the throttle on this bike was a little twitchy, and that's what I was referring to. So hopefully this will fix the problem, but we'll have to take it for a ride and find out. So far so good. It feels really awesome. So what I'm noticing now is that the throttle is a lot more linear than it was before. It's not real grabby right when you open the throttle. Not a bad appointment today, other than having to get up early in the morning on my day off of work. But the entire service appointment took just about an hour, and that included a test drive. Afterwards, they had to take it out and make sure everything was working properly. But yeah, it feels really good. So if you have one of these 2021 750XDs, I would highly recommend getting a hold of your nearest service center that's able to actually get in touch with Honda to be able to do this download. I've heard a couple people have tried to have this done at certain dealers, and they didn't have the capability of doing this download. I don't know what that's all about. So I'm really glad to give out a good recommendation, and again, I'd like to thank Wheels Not Heels for giving me a heads up on the recall and letting me know that Western Honda was able to service the bike for them. So thank you very much. That one complete stall out that I had, it could have potentially been an issue, so I'm thankful that nothing bad happened as a result of it, but definitely wanted to get this notice out to anybody that watches this channel that has this bike or was thinking about purchasing one, just so that you're aware of what's going on. Well, it seems to be running really good, guys, so that about wraps it up for today. Just wanted to do a quick video, get the word out, and let you know what my experience was. So I'll give a longer term update after I've used it for a couple weeks, but I don't expect any problems. But if you like the video, click that like button, and I will catch you guys on the next one.